very thing. That's...
The crown! Up ahead! Time to cast the spell again and break its will. Joy! Well, so much for peace. Death won't take me yet. No choice but to keep going. Survival is all that matters.
that.
This is it. Its will is weakening.
This is it. Its will is weakening.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of the hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of the pain rips through silence for the first. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed.
The loss of a mind is a terrible thing, but this time, I think I'll make an exception.
My powers.
We are free.
Against all odds, we cured ourselves. Free from the parasite. Free from the prospect of seromorphosis. I can hardly believe it. We will not become accursed illithids. Not to cast any slight on you, of course. Your form rather suits you.
It makes little difference to me. I did what I had to secure my freedom. And in spite of your resistance to... I am no...
The Githyanki leave.
With the Githyanki, but it...
If I sat with the crowd, I would be more than the greatest wizard who ever lived. Want, need, Mistra has dictated. Think of all I could achieve. All that I could grant to those whose ambitions are restrained by Mistra's yoke. I could raise a new Netherrealm. Right here. It's I'll never forget.
I shall miss him, though I hope he proves to be a kindly god. I've had my fill of the tyrannical sort. Though I hope he has the metal needed to face Mistra. She will not yield willingly, I fear. A new chapter awaits. Let us make haste.
Celebration.
I will not...
I hope the Knights and Shadows treat you well. You're an odd friend, but I suppose a friend still.
I will miss you, too.
Now that you no longer live in each, though perhaps no heart.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh, no. Oh, God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
Astarion's days in the sun are behind him. The best you can hope is that he finds darkness and the comfort it once gave him. Knowing him, he probably will. Comfort was always one of his specialities, especially when it was his own. It's so you who were destined thanks to you. You have earned. You are.
Hello. I was just thinking about freedom. I might be free of the parasite, but Cazador's still out there. Without the tadpole's protection, he just has to find me to claim me. It might be days or years, but he'll come for me eventually. He's inevitable. You... What? Now? After all this? How dare you? After all I've done for you, after everything I've sacrificed. But fine. If that's what you want, so be it. I can make my own way in the world. There's enough of it out there. I'll find some nice, dark place where neither you nor Cazador will ever bother me again. It is a pity. We were rather good together. I'll never forget it. Goodbye, darling. And good luck.
Six months have passed. You are greeted as you, but before you can write the next chapter.
Light on my feet.
I cannot remember the last time I...
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep. And if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. Alas, on this occasion I appear to have been erased from this plane in both soul and substance. So the usual protocol for revivification cannot be followed. I am, however, available for the duration of this spell to assist with the tying of any loose ends related to my recent departure from mortality. Quite the opposite. My funeral protocol runs to several hours of riveting speeches, tributes, and instructions as to the beneficiaries of my various wizarding sundries. As I am unable to detect any trace of my existence in reach of mortal magic, however, such a protocol would, in this instance, be destined to fail. However, on behalf of my creator, I wish to make abundantly clear that my death was an unfortunate accident, and in no way related to any attempted usurpation of the reigning divinities of the day. Then permit me to relay the truth as far as I was witness to it. Retrieving the crown from the muddy floor of the Chionthar was surprisingly straightforward, if a little damp. I recall standing on the riverside, the icy chill of Netherese metal in my hands, and then... nothing. Gale of Waterdeep was gone. And so was I, until Withers kindly summoned me here to perform my final task. I have been entrusted with the delivery of a letter to be given to one who cared most for me in life. I hope these words do something to ease the tragedy of my untimely and honestly, quite unexpected passing. With that, I'm afraid my spell is waning. Is there anything else you need of me before I blink out of existence? To think I believed godhood was worth losing all this.
Well, I wasn't sure our... And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying. Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders. Of course. I'd be disappointed with anything less. You always brought a wonderful sense of fun to the world. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends. Exactly what I feared. Without the protection of our little friends, I was just an ordinary spawn again. Burning in the sun. I fled the dock and found refuge in the shadows until night fell. I'm sorry I didn't seek you out that night. I felt... ashamed. Like I'd lost everything just as you claimed your victory. I didn't want you to see me like that. And with Cazador still out there, I could hardly show my face. So, I retreated to the sewers to hide, bide my time, and enjoy all the rats one can eat. You could at least offer to help. You're more than capable of facing him. Now, more than ever. Killing him would be easy. Of course. After you've saved an entire city, saving one more person is probably below you. Not that it bothers me, of course. I've always been alone. I don't see why that would change now.
Withers
By
has
the
laid
gods, this evening can't end soon enough.
Perhaps he wishes to live vicariously through the attendees' appetites.
What's in here?
You made it! Now the revelry can truly begin.
You have managed to survive without me. A welcome surprise.
성준일님 안녕하세요.
Rank.
Kill for a
I'd
glass
take
of
rat
Ulava
over this
wine.
any day.
Thou art the savior. What in? Here. Until we meet again. There thou art. Thou sawest gods, the sap, the whip, the death fell. I vermin.
It might be days or years. But I suppose you're right. We've been through enough. Are you sure you want to do this, though? I mean, this. I would understand if you wanted to go your own way. It certainly is when you're around. We are rather excellent together, you know. And united, there is nothing we can't do. I can't say what the future holds for us, but I know we'll be facing it together. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
Since the Netherbrain fell, you and Astarion have seen more of Faerun than you ever thought possible. One night, he tells you that these last 6 months of happy a chance to meet with the friend.
Maybe it will bring us closer.
I cannot remember the last time I heard the ballad of the endless spring performed.
I'm flattered.
Pity worthy of a niece.
And how of our friend? A pity. I suppose going through the kind of journey we did will leave its mark. I'll be...
You made it! Now the revelry...
I might be free of the parasite. It might be days or years. True. It's a vast world out there. There are plenty of places to hide. Are you sure you want to do? I would understand if you wanted... Good. And...
Since the Netherbrain fell, you and Astarion have seen more of Faerun than you ever chance.
Always at your side.
I cannot remember the... You made it! Now the revelry can truly begin.
And? I'm glad. But they deserve happiness.
Survive without...
It might be days or years, but he'll come for me eventually. It's more of a gamble without the tadpoles. But maybe you're right. The best defense is a timely murder. Are you sure you want to do that? I would understand if you... we... and we...
Since the Netherbrain fell, you had a chance to meet with the friend.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
I cannot remember the last time I heard the ballad of the...
Well met. I am, however, available for the duration. As I said, I am merely a projection of Gale. A highly accomplished one, reflecting my creator's flair for such magic. But in no way am I the great wizard himself. He is gone. As a precautionarily prepared spell, I'm afraid I wasn't witness to the exact nature of my demise. However, on behalf of my creator, I wish to make abundantly clear that my death wasn't... I'm afraid so. The good news is I am here precisely to assist in cushioning that heaviest of blows. I have been entrusted with the delivery of a letter. I hope these... With that, I'm afraid my spell is waning. To think I believed godhood was worth losing all this.
It might be days or... True. If we can kill a Netherbrain, we can kill anything. Are you sure you want to... I would understand. It's... we... and...
Since the Netherbrain, a chance to meet with the...
A private word would be nice. Don't waste it.
You made it! Now the revelry can truly begin.
Hello, darling. I was hoping to see you. Withers informed me about this little get-together, and I thought I'd show my whiskers. I can almost feel Gale here. Among his friends, in you. Some part of him remains, doesn't it? That thing's no more than a shadow of the real man. Nonsense. Though it captures some of his more insufferable qualities. Oh, what I wouldn't give to snuggle up on his lap one more time. Just once would do. No, not in this life, at least. Perhaps you'd be willing to come meet Gale's mother sometime? She misses him so, and I know it would do her heart a world of good to discuss her son with someone who knew him as he was. Do give it some thought. If you change your mind, Mrs. Dekarios and I will be only too delighted. Enjoy your party, dear. I've heard you quite deserve a celebration.
Again?
Fine night.
A word?
Very
please?
fine indeed.
It's very well met. I am, however, available for the duration of this spell to assist with the tying of any loose end. Your words may feign indifference, but I can only assume they are a facade behind which your true heartbreak is keenly felt. The good news, I have been... With that, I'm afraid my spell is waning. To think I believe God...
All my favorite people in one place. Not to mention all my favorite wine.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up. I'm glad you seem well. I found a little cottage. Abandoned, half ruined. There's a lot of such... You can... 4 dogs, 8... I've had to do... Just don't tell House in that. Sorry. I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm joking. Of course I want to know... Playing it coy, are we? Sounds like a girl I used to know. But you're entitled to your secrets. At least until the festivities loosen your tongue a bit. Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. After all, we've faced down big... As if you'd... Go on.
Seems simple enough.
Thou art the savior of what is... Hear me. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune. There thou art, the dead 3. Thy face is God's, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel, felled by mortals. I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.